We couldn't get the 25th, 24th, 23rd, and 22nd, 21st. Sorry about that. We will get you those shortly. Okay. Hmm. So Miami number 10. Oh, I had them at number 5. Wisconsin number 9.
Where's your mother?
Wisconsin's number 9. Another unbeaten team. TCU at number 8. Dad, TCU is number 8.
Wait, how did TCU? So Penn State's ahead of TCU then, right?
Penn State at number 7.
BS.
What?
BS.
Who are,
Ohio State's number 5.
who has Penn State beaten? What's the?
Iowa?
That's their best win. Iowa has 3 losses. I had Penn State at 7th, right where they are. So I'm correct on that one. I had Penn State at 7th. Who is going to be number 6? Now they're going to reveal number 1.
Oh my God, they're not going to show me number 6?
No, not until the end. So I'm trying to gather. I can't find the top, the 20 through 25.
You can put on Superman outfit. You can be Supergirl. Superwoman.
Why am I the only one up here? There's no. So now the top 6 right now. Number 1. They're up there.
Ah! Oh! He! Come on!
Georgia at number 1.
What?
That is very predictable. Georgia has the best win in the country over Notre Dame. Alabama at number 2. They have played very well.
This isn't PCI.
This is college football playoff. They're better. They have 13 people that say who's the best. Now the number 3 team that would play Alabama in the Rose Bowl if it happened today. Because Georgia would obviously play in what do you call it, the Sugar Bowl. We know that. They wouldn't play at the Rose Bowl. So we have the top 2 teams are SEC teams. See what we get at number 3 when they reveal it. So still we haven't seen Ohio State up there. Ohio State, Oklahoma is still up there. Notre Dame at number 3. Look at that. Look at the shirt I'm wearing. Notre Dame.
But it sounds so much more convincing and like it should be that way when it comes to it.
Notre Dame would play Alabama in the Rose Bowl.
I noticed that he moved or something.
They played Alabama in the national championship a few years ago. If that means anything. Exactly. See who gets number. So they got.
I don't know. This is gonna be a whole new story.
God, who's gonna get the last spot? Ohio State. Ohio State? No, that's 4th.
No,
Who's getting 4th? Oklahoma? Who's left? What? No, Miami's 10th. Yeah, who have they beaten? They have played nobody.
Who's Notre Dame beaten?
NC State.
Beating number 5, Ohio State.
And Clemson slips in.
Ohio State loses to Wisconsin.
Ohio State lost to Oklahoma.
Oh, they lost to Oklahoma?
Yes. And they got beaten. Oklahoma, number 5, and Ohio State will finish it off at number 6. Now, can you believe Clemson is in the top 4? Now, Clemson was without Kelly Bryant in their loss to Syracuse, their quarterback. So, strength of record, Clemson is 3rd, Oklahoma's 5th, Ohio State is 9th. Strength of schedule, Clemson is 5th. So, Oklahoma's loss would be to.
Which means Clemson's loss is worse than any of their losses because they lost the top 25 teams. Clemson lost to a team that wasn't even in the top 25.
Well, they were without their quarterback. That's the exception, I guess. Because Syracuse, Clemson was without their quarterback. Apparently, that's their excuse.
Yeah, I know. It's just their exception.
No, Kelly Bryant was injured. Kelly Bryant was injured. Their best quarterback. They obviously benched him so that, they. So we will get you the 21 through 25 as soon as I'm told them. So you think that is a big statement to put Dad, you know Arizona's in the top 25. If you didn't notice that.
So when you start saying things in a certain way, you sound like you don't even speak.
Memphis,
You wouldn't come out of your mouth.
Memphis, Michigan State.
You wouldn't come out of your mouth. So then you just have to. So writing it down on paper. So a lot of times
So our full now, what's your biggest surprise out of this? Out of the top 25.
That's not.
Cut is Control X.
It is?
Yeah.
That's Control V.
Paste.
That's Control C.
Copy.
That's Control X.
Cut.
That's Control V.
I have no clue what Control Z is.
Control Z does.
Yeah. That Arizona's in the top 25. Look at that.
Wait, where are all of them? I don't know what all of them are.
Arizona's in the top 25.
Wow.
Arizona beat somebody. They beat
Stanford is in the top 1.
Arizona beat Washington State. And Washington State is still in the top 25. Michigan State is still in the top 25. Penn State is at 7. So the Big Ten has no team in the top 4. SEC has 2. ACC has 1, and Notre Dame right now sitting at the 3rd spot. We didn't see this was like it's so unexpected. We didn't expect to see Notre Dame at 3, but this college football playoff committee is very aggressive. They followed the standards to put Georgia at number 1. That is what they're told to do, is to put the team that has the best wins at number 1. Now, what were they talking about when they put Alabama above Notre Dame? What was that conversation?
Don't ever tell anyone that ever again. Like saying, holy crap. Why is the light on outside? We can't see. Art. What? Oh, it's so beautiful. They're so beautiful.
So,
You're just like buttons, more buttons.
so this is so my biggest surprise of this top 25 is really going to be Oklahoma at number 5. Their loss to Iowa State was not very good. Iowa State has 2 losses, but Iowa State, it looks very good at this point. Now Wisconsin at 9. They're above Miami, so TCU at 8. Their best win, I believe, is Oklahoma State. Now, where's Oklahoma State getting the win? So West Virginia's outside the top 25. Stanford at 21.
She's Supergirl. That one?
Now the ACC has 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 teams from the ACC. Now, this is so Clemson, I think. After we see this, Clemson at number 4. That is a big statement to make, that Clemson is one of the best 4 teams in the country.
Oh my God, you did dress
So we have the Pac-12. Their best team right now is the 17th. Or 12th, I meant. My bad. Washington is their best team. And they'd have to win out to get a chance to get into the top 25. Or the top. They don't even have a team in the top 10. Now, the Big Ten has 3 in the top 10. Big Ten, the only other team that the Big Ten has is Michigan State, other than the 3 in the top 10. So, now the SEC has 2 in the top 10. They have 1 at 13, 1 at 18, or 19, I mean. Oh, right. 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have 5 teams from the SEC. Big Ten has 4. Pac-12 has 5. They have 5. Big 12 has 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 from the Big 12. So that's a big surprise. Top 2 teams from the SEC, Georgia and Alabama. Big matchup this week. What would that be?
All right. What does World Series start?
It starts at 7. Coverage begins in 5 minutes on Fox. Coverage has already begun on FS1. Coverage doesn't begin for 5 more minutes. Coverage has begun on FS1. So the game's on Fox. Coverage begins on Fox in about 5 minutes. So now that Notre Dame plays Miami a week from Saturday, so Saturday the 11th, that will be a big matchup. Miami has a chance to get a huge win. Now, Wisconsin really doesn't have any tests on their schedule. The best team Wisconsin has left on their schedule is Michigan. So if they have to go unscathed to the Big Ten championship and win. If you have an unbeaten Wisconsin, you have to put them in the college football playoff. You can't. And we'll see how. I expect teams to lose, so we'll see how this shapes up. This is the first college football playoff release. Next week, they'll release another one. And we'll see the changes that they make. So this Saturday, the big ones that we can see for you, Penn State, Michigan State is a big one on Fox. Auburn at Texas A&M. Auburn has to survive that game to stay in contention. Now Clemson, NC State. That'll be good. Iowa State has to play at West Virginia. Stanford, Washington State. That is an elimination game. And now Oklahoma State on FS1 at 3. And then in primetime on CBS, it's LSU, Alabama. Alabama drops to number 2 here in the playoff poll. And then Virginia Tech at 13 and Miami at 10 for the Saturday night football. And then in late night, it'll be Arizona, USC. Those are your big matchups for college football Saturday, which will have coverage at 9:30 a.m. Saturday right here on SRM. for our entire Star and crew. This has been the Top 25 Reaction Show. Top 25 on your screen right now. We'll be back next Tuesday for the new release of the Top 25. White Attacker Jared saying good night. Peace out.